Hello and welcome back. Like I said in a previous video, I was going to try and explain to you some cushion options and the compromises in cushions between comfort, price, and sometimes even things like allergies. There are so many variations in cushions. There isn't one cushion that does everything, but I'll try and go through to give you some explanations on why and what places we would use certain cushion fills. So let's take a look. I've got a few in stock at the moment for customers. This no way represents the entire range of cushion fills that are available. But basically we're going to start off with fibre cushions, foam and fibre wraps, that is. Then we go on to the premium products, which is your foam and fibre fills and your foam and feather fills. So let's crack on. Right, we have a few here. So we'll start with the fibre fills. This is your basic fibre fill. You'll find these in a lot of your furniture that you buy. They're great, they're cheap to produce, they feel great initially. Durability, 2 to 3 years before you start changing seat fills. Back fills, which are basically made up the same. But they have less feel in them, so they're not as firm as these, but the back fills will last you a lot longer than the seat fills. They're the cheapest option. Now, we have customers come in that want to change their back seat fills from a fibre fill to a foam fill. This is just a straightforward foam. This happens to be in the firmest grade of foam that we would recommend in the seat cushion personally. Here's some other foam fills. These ones have been Lux Bond wrapped and then a stockinette over the top of them. This is a 39 soft, which is the softest that we would use in any situation. We have a 40, which is a grey. We would use that as, we'd call that the standard. And then we have the very firm, I'm not sure if that comes across in the video, the 39 blue. The 39 blue we use now and again on request for customers. But back to the fibre fills. Fibre seat fills are great, like I say, but they don't last particularly long. We have customers coming in all the time with fibre seat cushions that have matted together. They say we've plumped them up after we sat on it, but that doesn't really work with fibre cushions. It works with feather cushions, plumping them up, not so well with fibre cushions, because the strands in the fibre knot together like knotted hair, and plumping them up is not going to unknot the fibres. The only way you're going to do that is to take the fibre out of the fill and tease it apart and then put it back into the fill. That's impractical regarding the cost that it would take to replace the fill over to paying somebody to tease it apart. So people ask, can we have a foam fill instead of the fibre? Now, I'm sure you can see from the picture here, a foam fill, regardless of whether it's just a foam or foam and Lux Bond wrap, is very flat and square compared to your fibre fill. So a lot of manufacturers cut their covers, the cover that goes over this in the fabric of the customer's choice, to suit this style of fill. So changing from this fill to this fill is not going to work, not without altering the cover, because this is very flat, this is very domed. You put this in a cover for that, you're going to have a loose cover. Not always the case, it does depend on how they've been cut. We can alter customers' covers to suit a foam fill if they so wish, but again, that adds to the expense of it. So, fibres are used for seats and backs. Foam is used in seats and backs in some cases, but the very softest foam for the backs. So there you get choices in there. With the fibre fills, again, you can have them ordered with additional fill, an additional percentage of fill. So if you don't like a regular seat fill, you can have a firm fibre seat fill. We can add 20%, 30% more fibre into it. This is what we discussed with the customer. The same if the customer has foam fills in their cushions when they come to us. There's all sorts of manner of different foam fills. Obviously, I've explained the different densities, the soft, the medium, and the really firm. The really firm tend to be for customers that are struggling to get in and out of their furniture. They want the seat height to be increased. By firming up the cushions, it makes it easier to get in and out, but they do feel very, very firm, these particular ones. Then we go on to your combinations of your foam and fibre. The combination of foam and fibre is the cushion here. As you can see, this looks very much like a fibre cushion, but it has the foam core, and the foam core in this particular one is a blue, which is the firmest foam that we would recommend. It gives a nice firm cushion and the longevity on it with the fibre wrap, so it looks like fibre fill, but you get a little bit more life out of it. And if you want to change the core, you can do for softer ones. It's a premium product, as I'm sure you can gather, because the work's involved in making this up. Then we get to the luxury end, which is your feather cushions, feather and down cushion, or with a foam core in it. This has got the medium foam. So they just wanted a cushion which was slightly lower maintenance than a full feather and down cushion, because the foam helps support it. Recovery on it saves quite so much manhandling with plumping up. Again, they can have different cores in them. When people phone me up and say, can you give me a rough price for a cushion fill? Well, I'm sure you can gather, having seen these now, that it's very difficult to give a rough price for cushions when I don't know what they want or the sizes that they come in. There's some more here, bags of cushions here, back fills, seat fills. There's more foam and fibre here. Again, each size has a different cost. So we just ask that customers come in with their cushions, and 20 minutes of discussing and looking at what they have originally in their fills. We'll advise them on the best route to take. It's a compromise between comfort, quality, longevity. It's all compromises, but we aim to please and we aim to have happy customers leaving us. So that just gives you hopefully a little bit more insight into cushion fills. Again, if there's any questions, please get in touch with us and we'll do our best to help you. I hope that explains cushions a little bit better to you, so you're not the person that phones up and say, I just want a cushion fill. It's not that simple. Certainly not to give the quality that we want to give our customers. Okay, thanks for watching. Right, just to follow on from the cushions, we've had the customer turn up with their covers now, so I can show you process involved in replacing the feather and foam cushion fills. So let's crack on and get these done. So here we have a pair of, well, 3 seat cushions, a sofa and a chair. These are the customer's existing leather cushions, and we're going to change the fills over for our foam and feather ones. So let's have a look and see what state the original cushions are. You can see they're very flat. All the filling has moved towards the back of the cushions here. This is the front. And they're very flat. So they've had them some years, so they've done well. So let's just check what's going on inside. My apologies if I'm out of shot, but I'm sure you're more interested in seeing me doing the cushion feels than my face. So let's have a look. So that's the original fill here, and I can tell you straight away that these are just a fibre fill, so there should be quite a difference in what we're going for. So let's get it out and get it replaced. A new fill. Let's just put the old fill next to it so you can see the comparison. Right, here you can see the comparison. New fill, foam and feather, old fill. This one, as I've shown you previously, has a foam core in it. This is grey core, so it's quite soft. Medium, I would say. That could be replaced. These are far superior than your old fibre fills. Zip to the back edge of the cushion. When we're filling it, we're trying not to put the zip on the back of the cushion under any tension, because we don't want that to break. Yeah, get the fill right the way down into the corners. When it's filled, the cushion will take a little bit of time, a little bit of sitting on for it to settle and get all the feathers, in this case, into the corners. Try and do best we can, keep everything lined up, the borders matching the borders on the cushion, etc. It's a bit chilly in here, but filling these certainly warms you up quickly. So here you can see the zip on the fill and the zip on the cushion. So we push the fill right the way down to the front, so we're not putting the cover zip under any real pressure when we're filling it. Like I say, because a lot of the manufacturers use a number 3 zip, which is quite lightweight and could be prone to popping. We don't want that. Give it a good smack. Check that the piping is laying nicely on the edges. One replacement fill. It should last a lot longer than the existing ones. Again, just as a comparison, you can see the difference between the old and the new. There you go. So, there you go. So, just finishing off regarding cushion feels. Like I said right at the beginning, the cushion feels are always a compromise between cost, comfort, style, substance over what you have. Always try to go with what the manufacturers initially supplied, but there are options if that's not what you want. Here we try to advise what I would like to have in my house, so if I'm happy with it, you should be happy with it. We don't want to send customers away with an inferior product. We're not about that here at Hammond's Upholstery. I hope this has helped you. Right, so let's close out that video regarding cushion feels, different types of cushion feels, options, etc., price, quality, etc. I hope it's been informative to you. So all there is for me to say now is excuse me, is to say firstly I apologise for the sound quality being a bit low on the last segment. I hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment too much, but just to say, please like, share and subscribe, hit that bell, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheerio.